Broadly, there are just 3 steps for implementing e-invoicing system in your organization. Hi, I'm Annapurna from ClearTax, and here's a video giving out a comprehensive checklist for your entity to be e-invoicing ready. E-invoicing, which is electronic reporting of B2B invoices to the GST network, is already applicable to businesses with turnover of more than Rs 500 crore since 1st October 2020. However, from 1st January 2021, it shall also apply to businesses with annual aggregate turnover of more than Rs 100 crore in any of the preceding financial years starting from 2017-18. There are various options available in the market to generate e-invoices, such as system integration via API or SFTP modes, either through ASP/GSP or directly with the IRP or e-invoice portal. Then, the Excel-based tool available on the e-invoice portal. In future, it is also proposed to introduce mobile applications as well as direct data entry options on the e-invoice portal. Just to give you an idea, the API-based integration allows generation of e-invoices on a real-time basis from the IRP or the e-invoice portal. There is an end-to-end integration in place, whereas under the SFTP-based integration, the files get transferred first onto an SFTP folder and later on to the IRP or the e-invoice portal. Therefore, the processing takes place in batches. Whichever mode you choose, make sure you consider the future expected growth of the business. With less than a month to go, businesses must act quickly and choose the best or the suitable mode of generating e-invoices for their organization. Further, they might have to reconfigure their systems and test for its effectiveness. Further, they have to ensure that there is a proper change management in place. The 3 important steps for implementing e-invoicing system in your organization are: collate your business requirements to choose a suitable e-invoicing mode, select a suitable vendor and complete the e-invoicing integration process, testing, training and monitoring the e-invoicing system. Before I elaborate each step, if you are new to our channel, please consider subscribing to ClearTax and hit the bell icon so you will get instant notification whenever we upload new videos on taxes and finance. Step 1. Collate your business requirements to choose a suitable e-invoicing mode. To choose the most suitable mode of e-invoicing for your organization, you will have to do a cost-benefit analysis by considering certain factors. How many invoices are generated or issued in a period, or how many branches or units are involved in invoicing across the country. If there is huge volume of invoices or moderate volume of invoices, go for systems integration via API or SFTP mode. Otherwise, if the volume of invoices generated or issued during the period is low, then you can go for the Excel-based tool available on the e-invoice portal. What is the level of security to be maintained for the organization? Is the data that is being handled very confidential such that its disclosure may harm the integrity or functioning of the enterprise? Then, for a high level of security or an IT policy of the organization which is very rigid, or where there is non-presence of any kind of a strong IT team in the organization, you can go for an SFTP mode. Whereas, in case of moderate level of security being maintained, or where there is an IT policy which is not so rigid, that is, which is flexible and can incorporate certain changes to it, then in that case you can go for an API-based mode. Next up, how much money can be afforded to set up an ideal or a suitable e-invoicing system in your organization in the long run? So, if high budget can be allocated, then go for an API-based mode. But if a moderate level of budget is allocated, then go for an SFTP-based mode. Otherwise, if low budget can be allocated, then go for an Excel-based tool available on the e-invoice portal. In the last of the factors, what is the degree of human intervention allowed in the present system, or how complex is the present system, or what is the level of automation that is desired to be achieved. Then, in case of no manual intervention, or if you have a very complex ERP system already, or there is an automated system, then go for API-based mode. Otherwise, you can go for any other modes. Step 2. Select a suitable vendor and complete the e-invoice integration process. As discussed before, there are 2 routes to integrate your system for e-invoicing. The first one is direct integration with IRP, and the second one is integration with IRP through GST Suvidha provider or vendor, who will usually take care of the sandbox testing as well as provide you assurance of IT security and compliance. Before you choose a suitable vendor, you have to consider certain factors such as the costs involved and whether it is one-time or recurring, whether your vendor will be able to integrate your existing ERP systems, whether your vendor will provide training to your staff, and whether your vendor will be able to dynamically upgrade and maintain the system. Step 3. Testing, training and monitoring the e-invoicing system. After you set up the e-invoicing system, in this step, there are 3 activities. Firstly, the sandbox testing. Secondly, staff training. Thirdly, periodic review and assessment for any performance-related issues and actions. If you choose e-invoicing integration, it takes minimum 4 to 6 weeks to set up and implement a proper e-invoicing system. Hence, if your business falls in the turnover category above ₹100 crore, then make sure to follow these steps right away. ClearTax will help you through this. Check out the link given in the description box below. Spread the word by liking and sharing this video. Thank you.